Alright guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be discussing what I use for audio to record my audio, and I'm actually on a shoot. I do a lot of like corporate shoots and talking head type stuff. Also, I have a lot of music clients like guitar companies and that kind of stuff that I do work for. And so I needed something quick. What I was using before to record the audio was basically either the in-camera audio if I'm just doing blow and go type stuff, or if I'm actually hooking up and I'm recording acoustic guitars and that kind of stuff. I was actually using a Mac with a sound card with 18 inputs, and I still use that sometimes if I have to, if I got multiple inputs. But I need something faster just because I go at the setup, shoot all day long, and last thing I want to do is have to tear down a bunch of audio equipment. I saw a bunch of people talking about the Tascam DR-60D, and I had this little Zoom recorder network. I use it a lot, except for I broke it, but I used to use it a lot to put a lav in and then shove it in someone's pocket. Well, I use it a lot if I have talent like at a distance, and I want to make sure that the wireless lavs don't break up. Then I actually just put a lav in here, turn it on, put it in the back pocket, and it works great. I don't really use these mics much. Once in a while I use it for something if I just need it. But it's mainly good to have a little pocket lav recorder where someone could be 200 yards away, and you're still going to get the audio you need off of them. But anyhow, back to this. So I needed something that was just a lot easier than packing a MacBook around with a sound card. And the big audio recorders, I just wasn't ready to take that leap yet, because I already have recording studios and I have recording equipment, and I record my own band and that kind of stuff. So I just I have too much spent in that kind of audio to spend $1,000 on my audio recorder. And this one, I picked this one up for a couple $100, and just out of necessity, and I have to say it's a great little unit. I mean, it does have some drawbacks. It's got 4 inputs, basically. It's got 2 XLRs. Plug in like that. And then each of those XLRs double as 1/4 inch for instruments. So if you just have a guitar, you can plug it right in there. And you have your, for those 2 channels, you have your switchers for mic and line, and then you also have your phantom power, so you can actually get phantom power out of these 2 channels right here, which is great because when I'm doing the heartbreaker guitar stuff where I'm miking up acoustic guitars in stereo and actually mic them up in stereo, using this because you can either go mono or stereo. And anyhow, they're condenser mics and they need phantom power, so that works perfect because this has onboard phantom power. I can just screw this right at the top of my hot shoe on my camera stand, and take my DSLR, and you can either run it this way, and it screws right on top. I'm gonna get it in there. It screws right on top, so you have it. I actually set my camera like this. Like this. So when it's on my hot shoe, I actually set it like this. So when it's on my rig, I actually just plug the mics in, boom, 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 but I can still go, I'm usually off to the side because this is usually on camera 1, which is Steadicam, and I'm usually off over to the side over here. Now we can just walk by it and look at the audio and see what's going on with audio input. And it just seems easier to have it set sideways than to have it set in the back. For me, some reason, I don't know why, but that's how I set it up, I set it up like that. So you have a headphone output, so you can monitor your audio with your own headphone volume. You also have an output to feed back into your camera, so you can actually you can get a basic mix going through the Tascam into your camera. I don't really use that. I mean, I guess if miking something from quite a ways away, it'd be handy. Most of my stuff's pretty close up, so I just use the camera audio to sync, because I know I'm gonna, the 4 channels that I am recording in here, I'm gonna mix that later before so I don't want to actually have a mixed version going into the camera, and I would never actually use that. I want to go back and I want to mix each individual track. So it's handy. It's a pretty handy feature if you need it, but I haven't needed it so far. And then right here, your channel 3 and 4 is an 1/8 inch jack. So like a stereo lav, plug it in there, and then you're basically getting channel 3 and 4 through that lav. Or for $5 you can buy one of these little splitters, right and left splitter. You can plug this in here and you can have, you know, one lav setup. It's like, here's a receiver. I can actually go out of this receiver, plug it in there. And by the way, you can look at my video on these little Rode Wireless Go mics in the description. And great little mic, especially for this kind of setup, because they're so small. You can just clamp it right on the arm. And then I can take another my second Rode Wireless Go mic, have it on channel 2, put that on there. I can see the input going into my Rodes, and I can see the audio going on into the unit itself. And so these are some videos. I'm going to show you some videos right now of clips of me actually using this in the field and what it sounds like. So you'll actually get some little behind the scene shots here where you can see my rig, and now I'm going to just show you some audio clips. Now the guitar is how it's set up is the guitar is being mic stereo, or if I'm showing you I haven't picked the videos yet, so if I'm showing you a shot with 2 guitar players, then I have 1 guitar player on mic 1 and 1 guitar player on mic 2, or channel 1, channel 2. But if it's 1 guitar player, then I just cross those mics and make it a stereo signal. And then if there's 2 people talking, then I basically have this set up like this, where I'm splitting the channel. If there's only 1 person, then it's just a Rode Wireless Go, or maybe just a direct mic going right into it. And going right into the mic channel. But it is the audio. Now I do master my audio, of course, so it's not raw audio, and I'm not going to do a raw audio test. You know, it's like, who's going to use raw audio after they're done recording something? Of course you're going to master it, so this is what it's going to sound like after it's mastered.
I'm really enjoying this instrument in particular. I've always been a fan of the smaller body guitars. But for me, this one, which is slightly larger than the smaller body guitars, is a great fit and feels awesome, plays awesome. It's got a great register with that cedar top. Very important, 12th frets to the body, baby. Old school. Yeah, dude. Now, what did you think?
Man, that's a hard choice, honestly.
Now, if I had to choose, this is just me.
That's a hard choice for me.
It is a hard choice.
Yeah.
This definitely has a more of a mid scoop.
Right.
That's got more of in your face. If it were up to me and there was going to be a lead guitar playing, I would be choosing that one.
That's it. So yeah, this is my new little toy, and it works amazing. I'm not going to show you all the features. There are videos on YouTube that'll show you all that stuff. So anyhow, until next time, guys, that's it. That's my Tascam. Make sure you check it out. Here's some audio samples of it. My review on it is you get it at $200. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's for blow and go and doing what I'm doing, quick interviews, or just needing a few mics to mic up some live sound, or even come directly out of a mixing board into this if you're doing a full band, and then have 2 extra mics for announcer talk. you're good to go. So anyhow, the links are in the description to check them out. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and ring the little bell to get more notifications, and we'll see you next time.
Action!